Of course, the phenomenon of scapegoating is something that happens with people too, albeit unwittingly. And one can often see this. You can see a community on the verge of violence or just intolerant conflict and focus its destructive energy on a single person and use the obliteration of this person, whether in reality or just reputationally, as a way of resetting itself. Everything can go back to normal now that the witch has been burned. The philosopher René Girard wrote about some, and one see a lot of this online. The way a community increases in solidarity by sacrificing individuals who commit some sort of blasphemy. Perhaps this point's been made many, many times because it seems somehow obvious, but the monarch in a constitutional monarchy seems like the opposite of a scapegoat. And Queen Elizabeth seemed to serve this role unusually well. She was the embodiment not of the community's sins, but of many of the virtues it didn't even have, right? Virtues like discipline and dignity and self-restraint, right? The sacrifice of self to the
virtues it didn't even have, Deidre.
That's insulting.
And not accurate.
That's why it's insulting.
Yeah,
He's saying the UK or whatever doesn't have strength or dignity. Is that what he said?
Self-restraint, dignity.
That's funny.
Right.
I don't know much about the UK or anything, but I doubt that they don't have any of those things.
Yeah, he's sounding like a crazy leftist. That's what he's sounding like.
The fact that they chose to stay as a monarchy
No, they had a tremendous amount of self-restraint, bro.
And dignity.
Yes, and dignity. Yeah. That's not bullshit. That's not some shit people made up so that England would look better.
Yeah, that's just kind of like how they are.
Yes.
Like, how else do you walk around with the crooked teeth all the time, but still confident as fuck?
Bro, how else do you dress up in those fucking frilly suits and drink fucking tea,
and wear skirts
and expect everyone to look at you like a Chad, and everyone in your society does look at you like a Chad. That's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And isn't it in their culture to, like, no one really wants to stand out. You want to fit in. But
he's got the notions. Yeah, like Konstantin Kisin said. Yeah, it's a very much English culture to shit on people that think they're important.
Yeah. That's their way of having dignity, which is, you respect being one of the many.
Yes. And when you stop respecting being one of the many stop respecting you.
Yes.
They expected that shit even from their king.
Yes, right. Yeah. So that's how you know it's a sign of dignity in their community.
And that's how you know the king is a real scapegoat, not an anti-scapegoat, or not an unwitting fake scapegoat, or whatever the fuck Sam Harris is trying to say. He's a real scapegoat because, it is the case that when bad shit happens, it's not even you're blaming him. It's he takes the blame. It's his job to take the blame.
Mm-hmm. And then they love him for that.
Yes.
So
he's supposed to take the blame because, I'm the leader.
Yes.
But the whole time he's supposed to have the attitude of, but I'm just a completely normal and average guy, other than the fact that I'm like your brilliant leader or whatever the fuck.
It's really interesting,
isn't it?
How they have to write that balance. Yeah. Because they want you to be a powerful and brilliant person, but they don't want you to stop being relatable.
Ever. Even a little bit.
No.
They want you to be like, actually feel like a real big brother to them.
Uh-huh.
Or like a real dad to them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. but the brother or father of their dreams.
Yeah, like the protector we all wish we had.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, the one that's just nice enough and just rough enough.
And everyone knows they really respect being the protector in that culture. Absolutely. Which is why, even though the king's job is to take on the blame, and that's what he does, or the monarch's job is to take on the blame, and that's what they do, like inherently, and they don't get shitted on that for doing that, because
they get people shitted on if they don't do that.
And the people know, like, the only time they're gonna really shit on the monarch when shit bad happens is when, like, something really bad happens, like, so because
it's not like if a famine or a disease happens, that's not their fault. They just want you to act the right way while that happens. If the country gets conquered, they're gonna blame you, dog.
Yeah, because that was some shit you were supposed to, like,
your job,
prevent from happening. And another thing I was gonna say is, like, they know that everyone's human and everyone makes mistakes, so, like, there's shit's gonna happen sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so they know that there's a lot more value in being able to take and show that you're responsible for the bad things happening than trying to preventing bad things from happening in the first place.
Right. The only thing that's really going to get you killed is, other than getting conquered, is lying about how, like, what you think and things like that.
Yeah, and what you'll do and stuff like that.
Right. You know, if they don't trust you, then you're clearly not dealing with them in good faith. And then there's no point of you. They might as well murder you. And they did do that many times.
So, being royalty is just as dangerous as any other fucking job. More so.
Yeah. It's a high risk, high reward profession.
Yeah. But no dignity over there.
Come on, no self-restraint. Come on, bro.
It's like he's never seen Les Mis.
Right? Holy crap. What a great point.
I mean, they don't have the best amount of self-restraint, but what humans do,
dude,
okay?
No, and you can't compare them to fucking angels. You have to compare them to
other humans.
Everybody else that was on the earth at the time.
They were pretty good.
Pretty damn good, bro.
Always have.
Do you remember? Okay, it's perfect because Javert is the perfect avatar of the British Empire that people hated. And Javert
he was full of dignity and self-restraint.
So much self-restraint and so much dignity.
It literally, like, killed him how much he had.
Not like, literally killed him 1,000%. Like, it's so real. And for Sam to just deny that that's a legitimate part of being English, oh my God. A piece of shit Englishmen are like that. What are you talking about?
Yeah. They kind of showed every kind of Englishman that there is in that movie. So
you have the Hugh Jackman Englishman, and you have the what's his face? Russell Crowe Englishman.
You also have, like, you know, those boys fighting in the war.
And you have, like, the disgusting, you know, like
those people. That couple. Yeah.
I fucking hate it. Okay, so between them and Javert, you know, it's easy to see why the general impression people might get of England is a very negative one.
No, but that's really bad because you have pieces of shits like him everywhere. He was just he was had some English spice because he come from England, but
English flavored piece of shit loser.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
They're literally everywhere.
Just like you have your scamming bartender owner thingy here, literally the same thing here. At that time, whoo yeah.
Everywhere.
Yes.
You're gonna find that everywhere you go. There's going to be a dive bar that serves piece of shit that get from shady people.
That steal your money out your pockets when you fall asleep on the bar. Yes.
You can find that anywhere, except in places that execute people that do
that. You'll still find it there. They'll just do it less. Find it less.
Literally still find it in places where they execute the people that do that.
Yes.
You can literally still find it.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, the heavy whippeth of the humanity.
Okay. People have been playing that profit and risk game forever.
And they'll never stop.
No.
Right. Yeah. Oh, well, now that we've conclusively proven that Sam is earning his dunce cap, let's keep watching.
Mm-hmm. I guess we made a good clip right there or something.
Simple good clips. At least one long back to Sam Harris. Cheap.
Okay. Yeah, we go.
Whenever you get such tits.